End of the over. They got 4 from it. 174 for 2. Umair Yusuf's on 26 of 28 deliveries. Got a very handy knock of 88 in that semi-final against the Sri Lanka A side. But he got those 88 of 79 deliveries. And an important innings in the context of the semi-finalists. Pakistan got 322 on the board. I'm not just talking about him. He's got the responsibility as well. He's the vice captain for the squad. Top run getter, 348 runs in the 2-match first-class series between Zimbabwe and Pakistan Shaheens earlier this year. So he's come good with the bat when it matters the most in the knockout phases of the tournament. This is where the fielders need to back up the bowlers, cut off these singles.
Nick and Jones once again doing a good job there. He's been excellent right through this tournament.
Short, hit in the air and hit in the gap as well. That'll be 4.
This is a big outfield. The spinners have to realize there's not much of deviation for them from the surface. They got to try and bowl a fuller length here. They can err on the fuller side but not drag it in short like that, because these Pakistani batters are really good, and anything short they've been severe and they put it away without any fuss.
Also looking at the way Umair bin Yusuf's batting, wonder if the captain might be tempted to have that deep square leg fielder a little wider towards mid-wicket rather than too square. Down leg.
Yeah, this is the problem. When the bowlers are bowling all over the place, the captain can't do much about it. Another boundary coming. That's because of a ill-directed delivery from Abhishek Sharma. The previous one was really short, and this one full and outside the leg stump. The batter had to get some bat for him to pick up a boundary.
Yes, in fact, to signal runs by the umpire, so there was a hint of bat onto pad. And the ball still had enough pace on it to cross the boundary rope. Suddenly the boundaries have started to come in this over from Abhishek Sharma. He's conceded 2.
Quite a few loose deliveries are bowled by the Indian spinners in this particular game.
That's so much better. If you get hit down the ground, you take that than being hit square. 27 gone, 183 for 2. The final over of the power play went for 16. The first over of the innings went for 13. So you look at those 2 blue lines that just stand out in that Manhattan, highlighting how Pakistan started the power play very well, ended it in quick fashion. Being very sure, so Morshid Ali Khan's got to take the call here.
I get the impression that Rian Parag said not out because he would have realized if the fingers were not underneath the ball.
Well, this looks close. And a lot of times it can happen that the fielder is not very sure. What's the take from the third umpire, Morshid Ali Khan here?
It's dipping on him. And he does well. He goes with both the hands. Had it covered, but as he got the fingers underneath the ball, didn't think he thought he had the fingers underneath the ball.
I think that's because of the right hand, but you keep an eye out for his left hand and keep an eye out on the left hand, the fingers of the left hand. Did he get that underneath the ball? Did he get the middle and ring finger of the left hand under the ball?
Really touch and go this.
Now look at it from this angle. Now keep an eye out on the left hand, because maybe the right hand comes onto the ball a little late, but he does get something on the ball with his left fingers.
We will leave to the third umpire, Raman.
Yes, it's definitely a tough call, and we can be thankful we are not sweating over having to make this decision. Well, out it is. Rian Parag gets the big wicket here. And Morshid Ali Khan, the third umpire, ruling that in favour of the fielding side. That'll be a big wicket. Omer Yusuf will have to go back to the hut.
He's not looking happy at all. Rian Parag does well here to go low to his right to pick up that catch. It's a good effort this from the bowler. He was completing his follow through and going the other way, and then he had to change direction. Does well. End of Yusuf for 35, and Pakistan here 183 for 3.
A breakthrough for India A, getting rid of Omer Yusuf for 35. A sharp cotton bowled, being affected by Rian Parag, getting a wicket in just a second over.
India A have got a breakthrough here. Qasim Akram walks out to bat. Average is 35.27. And he's walked out in a very good situation here. Pakistan are 183 for 3. And the pitch is good for batting. Not much of turn.
Got a few runs, Qasim Akram, as well as a 6-wicket haul in one of the matches in the group stages. Straight away plays a big shot. There's a fielder there. Taken by Harshit Rana. Gleefully accepted by the fielder at deep mid-wicket. And 2 wickets go down in successive deliveries.
Akram was quick to latch on to the short delivery, but finds the fielder. The shot was on. It was unfortunate that he found the fielder straight into the fielder at mid-wicket. Just a couple of steps in is all he had to do. And he pouches it safely. Harshit Rana, a good catcher. Makes no mistake at all.
Yes, and Qasim Akram will have to go back to the hut, much to the delight of the Indian fans. He's gone without scoring. 183 for 4 now. There's been no dearth of excitement and drama in this final, as the captain of the Pakistani side, Mohammad Haris, walks out into the middle at number 6, and he's got to face the hat-trick ball.
He likes to play shots. Even in the last league encounter against India, he looked to play shots, even though his team was in a precarious position when he walked out to bat. And of course, here he's got to first save the hat-trick and then see what he has to do.
Ooh, down leg, and that's going to be called a wide. With a googly, he got a wicket on the previous delivery that he bowled to Qasim. Not this time around.
You have to really admire the aggression of the modern day cricketers. Looking to play an aggressive shot first up, and he's walked out to save an hat-trick.
Suddenly India are looking to get back in this match. 2 wickets, one of them of the set batter, Yusuf.
They've got to make the next half an hour theirs, because they got back-to-back wickets. They have to really work hard for those wickets.
That's what I was talking about earlier as well. The temperament that this young India A side has displayed all through the tournament. Let's take a look at the 2 wickets that have gone down.
It comes from Riyan Parag. You would have expected the left-arm spinners to pick up wickets, but Riyan Parag gets 2 wickets at the start of this over. And then it's up to the other bowlers now to pile the pressure on from the other end too.
Look at that second wicket that went down. Qasim, on the very first delivery that he faces, sees the googly, wants to go for the big shot, singles out the fielder in the deep.
He'll be very disappointed.
Two wickets in that over for Riyan Parag. It's 185 for 4.